Greetings. In this demonstration, we're going to go over the usage of the Xpress app from Celayix for Frain services, which we'll be using at the US Tennis Open. This app can be downloaded from your Play Store if you use an Android phone, or from your App Store if you use an iPhone. It is a free app. So the first thing we're going to do is log in. So the client ID is the same for everybody. AFS2, all lowercase. Your username is going to be your employee ID number, and you will be provided this. And your password will be set up by you during the invite process, that you'll receive an invite from Celayix sent to you by somebody on the side of Frain services, where you will set up your own password. If for some reason we set your password for you, we usually set it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to go ahead and log in now. If you ever need to reset your password and you can't log in, you click this forgot password link and you'd be able to reset that password. So I'm going to go ahead and log in now. So in this demonstration, we're going to go over how to review your schedule, how to self-schedule for shifts, how to review your time card for shifts that have already been worked. So once we log in, we are in the dashboard. So the dashboard will show you your most current shift. If you don't have a current shift for the day, it will show you your upcoming shifts. So for my current shift of today is the 2nd. So I have a shift for today that I obviously did not clock in for pre-coverage at the US Open Tennis. If there is any shift notes, these would appear here. I have my scheduled start time and end time. I have other fields that I can look at. I have the map, and in the map view, I can refresh my location to see if I'm near the geofence for the location. So here is the geofence. I'm obviously not inside the geofence. Our geofence is red. We can see the circle is red, and my avatar is not inside that circle. If I was inside the circle, I would be able to clock in for my shift. If I was around the time of clock in, of course it's well past that time because it's 3:22 and my scheduled end time is 3 p.m. So I will obviously not be able to clock in anyway, even if I was within the geofence. But if I was at the right time in the right place, my geofence would be green and I would be able to swipe to check in here. There would be a big bar right here at the top that would show that I could swipe to check in for the shift. If for some reason it's not showing your avatar where it should, you can click this refresh your location to refresh your GPS coordinates. If there are any missing actions, they will appear here in the top left-hand corner. If I have upcoming shift notifications, I can see that in the top right-hand corner. So I have a shift added here for the 3rd. I can acknowledge that this shift has been added. Once I acknowledge this, on the side for the scheduler, they will be aware that I have acknowledged the shift and that I am coming to the shift. So this will give me the details about this schedule. I could also see the map of where that location is. The next step would be to self-schedule for upcoming shifts. I can go to schedule, and here I can see my current schedule for today, which is what we just saw on our dashboard. If we had already clocked in and out, our clock in and out times would appear here under check-in and check-out times. And we can look at tomorrow as well. If I want to self-schedule for upcoming shifts, then I can click self-scheduling, which is available right here in the middle of the screen at the top under self-scheduling. So under self-scheduling, I can pull up a range of dates, which would be around a month at a time. So since I'm already on the schedule for tomorrow, I'm going to pull up the 4th to, let's just say, the 19th. Then I'm going to hit the orange arrow button to pull up the available shifts. This will place me in the queue for self-scheduling, along with any other employees that are self-scheduling at this time. Okay, so I have shifts for US Open tennis right here. So I will be able to review these shifts and see which ones are to my liking. And I can check the box next to them to self-schedule. If I want to see more details about the shifts, I can once I actually schedule for them. But in the meantime, these are the details that I can see. So for Monday, August 8th, I have 3 shifts available. It gives me the start and end times, gives me the service type that I would be working, which is licensed security guard, and it gives me the total amount of hours. So let's just say I would choose the 7 to 6 on the 8th, the 6:30 to 7 on the 9th, and let's just say on Wednesday, I'm a little short on time. I won't be able to do the full day. I can only do the half day, so I'll choose that one. And then I'm not available until Saturday. And I'll come back and do 12 to 19. Sunday, I'll choose 6:30 to 19. And Monday, I'll do 6:30 to 19. You will not be able to schedule yourself into overtime, nor would you be able to schedule yourself for a shift that you're not qualified for. If you're not licensed yet, you would not be able to schedule yourself for a shift that is licensed, and vice versa. So now I'm going to go ahead and click this button to schedule me. You can also set preferences in regards to the schedule. So if you want to set preferences, you can set up a filter on certain days of the week that you only want to say, I can only work, Tuesday through Saturday. I can't work Monday and Sunday. I can only work between certain times of the day. Just keep in mind that whatever, filters you choose will be applied to what you're looking for. So now that I've chosen shifts, I'm going to go ahead and say schedule me. If I haven't scheduled myself into overtime, I've scheduled myself into overtime. Too many shifts. Let's try this one more time with less shifts. Okay, let's see. Let's try that one. Let's try this one. Let's try that one. There we go. I've scheduled myself for these shifts. I've been assigned to them. I'm officially scheduled. There is no buffer. So now I'm officially scheduled for these shifts. Anything I chose, I am scheduled for. So now I can close this pop-up, go back to my schedule. It will now say that I have 6 actions needed. So I've been added to these shifts. So now I have to acknowledge all of these changes. So I can either acknowledge them one at a time and acknowledge that I will be there for this shift one at a time, or I can acknowledge all of them at once because I scheduled for them all at once. And then I can review my schedule here. So I have a lot of shifts coming up that I scheduled for myself. I can review more details about these shifts whenever I like to. And then when the actual day comes, I can swipe in and out for these shifts when I reach the site. The office will still call me to confirm these shifts. That's just common practice to get that verbal confirmation. So now, let's say I've worked a week or so and I want to confirm my time card. I'm going to go to time card here at the bottom. It's always going to pull up the current pay week. Andy Frain's pay weeks are based on Thursday crack of dawn to Wednesday midnight. Gets paid out the following Wednesday. So it's 1 week in the hole. So the current pay week that's in the system is July 28th through August 3rd. I made this as an example just so we had something to look at in this demonstration. Of course, this week is not over yet. So this first summary here is all the hours summed up together. It's not the detailed version. So I have 45 worked hours with 45 minutes, 40 regular hours, and 5 overtime hours with 45 minutes. If I had any holiday hours, those would appear here under statutory hours. Under my time cards, I can see the breakdown for each day. So on Thursday, July 28th, I worked from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday, July 30th, 8 to 9, 19:15 or 7:15. If you prefer military time or regular time, you can change these settings under my account, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a moment. So here we can see all of our time cards, and it should be common practice on Thursdays, or even daily if at all possible, to go in here and mark down what is correct or incorrect. So say if this was correct, and I'm saying this was correct, this is correct, but Monday looks incorrect. 7:30 to 10 a.m. I left at 2 p.m. So this 7:30 to 10 shorts me quite a bit of hours. So I'm going to say that this is incorrect. Now on the scheduler and payroll side of this, we will be able to see that you've marked these hours as incorrect, and we will reach out to you. As an added bonus, you can also call us and say, hi, I've marked Monday, August 1st as incorrect. I was actually there from 7:30 to 2 p.m. on that day. And we will be able to make a correction before payroll locks. Payroll locks Friday morning at the beginning of the day. So please let us know no later than noon on Thursday while we're working on payroll to correct these errors before they become a payroll adjustment that could take up to a week longer to get you your pay. So I'm going to mark the rest of my shifts as correct, and then I'm going to move on. Once you choose correct or incorrect, you can no longer change it. It is locked in there. You can also review previous weeks to see other hours that have been entered into the system. It's important to note that if you do overnight shifts on a Wednesday, it's possible that a portion of your hours will be allocated to Wednesday, and a portion of those hours will be allocated to the Thursday that belong to the next pay week. So please keep that in mind when you're reviewing your payroll records or looking at your paycheck stubs. Under my account, you can review your profile. You can change your preferences for notifications and consent to notifications in email and SMS, which is text notifications. We can send you important updates about your account, your schedule, and other notifications about the site or the event, and then save. In shift reminders, you can set shift reminders about your upcoming shifts and even about your shift ending in case you need to plan for a bus or transportation, etc. And date and time. If you want to change the way the clock is displayed and you don't want to see military time, instead you want to see 12-hour clock time, you can change that here. If you want to change your password, you can change your password here. If you want to review videos and other information from Celayix, you can click on this little question mark here in the top left-hand corner, and it will take you to the Celayix page with more videos on how to use their software. And if we send you any notifications about your schedule, you will see in this top right-hand corner under the little bell. So that is the gist of the Team Xpress app. Thank you for your time and attention, and have a wonderful day.